I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit. Of course not. Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just dropped me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels. I started seeing Alasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood. That was a long time ago, in a war far, far away. He's changed now, settled down. Oh, just please, prove his innocence. This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done this crime, however.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
Yun pati sa Ichuba Jikot Jiska dosoki Kopa bono nakachi Labora na wiki smaktoma Kuyami yusku Chiwi aita Ronki dwama aki uko tune Kotonki dwama ji aki uko tune Tompa dokun nonek Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami yusku. Tonki dwama aki uko tune, kotonki dwama ji aki uko tune, tompa dokun, nonek. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami yusku. Tonki dwama aki uko tune. Kotonki dwama ji aki uko tune. Tompa dokun, nonek, chiwi ak. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami yusku chitanai, uchua tonki dwama aki uko tune, kotonki dwama ji aki uko tune, tompa dokun, nonek. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami yusku chitana. Tonki dwama aki uko tune, kotonki dwama ji aki uko tune, tompa dokun, non. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami yusku chitana. Tonki dwama aki uko tune, kotonki dwama ji aki uko tune, tompa dokun, nonek. Chiwi ak. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami yusku chitana. Chiwa aita kang kichana kupornibo. Kun muli ras nimo poiwanga tong dwama ji human ak tonki dwama aki uko tune, kotonki dwama ji aki uko tune, tompa dokun, nonek. Chiwi aita ka chongchi. Diskadosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachi, Labora na Winki Smaktoma, Kuyami Kyusku Chitanai, Uchuapen, Ronki Dwama Aki Inkotune, Otangi Wama Ji Aki Inkotun, Tompa Dokun, Nonek, Diskadosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachi, Labora na Winki Smaktoma, Kuyami Kyusku Chitanai. Ronki Dwama Aki Inkotune, Otangi Wama Ji Aki Inkotun, Tompa Dokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Chonchicha, Agi Inkotune, Chunamuri Ra, Rongi Wama Jikuna. Ronki Dwama Aki Inkotune, Otangi Wama Ji Aki Inkotun, Tompa Dokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Chonchicha, Agi Inkotune, Chunamuri Ra, Chiwi Aita Ka Chonchicha, Agi Inkotune, Chunamuri Ra,
Greetings, Master Jedi. I hope you have a pleasant stay here on Manaan. If you have any questions or needs, please direct them to our envoy, Roland Wann, at our embassy.
Welcome to Manaan. I'm Roland Wann. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid. Kolto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, Kolto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest Kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our Kolto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage. A beautiful place, Sato City. A paradise on the water. But remember, within the city itself, the Selkath have absolute authority. They're a tough race, but fair. Obey the Selkath laws, keep the peace, and you should encounter no problems. I assume you received a visitor guide to the city when you docked your ship. I regret there is little I can tell you that's not in the visitor guide, my good Jedi. My duties rarely permit me to venture beyond the walls of the Republic Embassy. I don't know much about the facts of the case, but I find it hard to believe. I never met Sunry, but he's a hero of the Republic, not a murderer. The so-called evidence against him is an obvious frame-up. It has to be. The Sith must have plotted Sunry's downfall to embarrass and discredit the Republic. Who else? Sunry's conviction will be a blow to Republic-Selkath relations. Who would benefit from this other than the Sith? If you want to solve this mess, I would focus on the Sith. That or check out the murder scene at the hotel. Talk to the other guests. Maybe they know something. I regret I could not be of more assistance in your investigation. Is there anything else? Oh, of course. Of course I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council. An ancient and forgotten race. And you think I may be here on Manaan? Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first. No. You do what I want and maybe I can help you out. Until then, nothing. We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Phyraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back. It's intelligence information about Sith activities on Manaan, as well as some oceanographic reports on the local marine life. It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith Embassy here on Manaan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do. There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far. We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way. The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith Enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a passcard to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a passcard to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first? Good call. Just make sure you don't push him too hard or we might lose him. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
I'm sorry, I'm on duty, citizen. Please refer any questions to our diplomatic corps. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm on duty, citizen. Please refer any questions to our diplomatic corps. Thank you.
If you've got a problem, go talk to our diplomatic representative. Don't bother me with it.
You're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate this prisoner. I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been most resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside trying to get in. We thought he was suspicious and brought him inside when the Selkath weren't looking. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break him yet. We're not sure exactly. If you can convince him to talk, we should be able to find that all out. The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. They can turn their minds in on themselves so force compulsions won't affect them. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to interrogate him now? Well, the training the Sith gave him will protect him from most normal interrogation techniques, and also from force persuasion. We have found a few hooks you might find useful. He was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage to catch him. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named twi'lek. We checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to investigate, but it may be a while. What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his guts in no time. But there is a catch. Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind down completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too has a drawback. It causes short-term memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. But if you use it too much, you may forget everything we want to know. Shall we get it started then? Hey you, wake up. Someone wants to talk to you.
What do you want? You're not. You lies. You work for the Republic. There's nothing you can do to me, Jedi, that the Sith wouldn't do worse. I'm not afraid of you. What do you want? What do you want? What companion?
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily, but they would all too happily believe you betrayed them.
You can't do this to me. They would kill me in ways too horrible for you to imagine. What do you want? Tila? How did you find out about her? All right. I'll tell you what you want to know.
What's the passcode to the Sith base?
It's Zeta 245698 Alpha. Just no more.
Good. With this pass, you should be able to get into the Sith base without trouble. Just don't delay too long, or they might learn that he's been captured.
Who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh, good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of passcards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns. The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. The second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix. I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
What?
Can I help you with anything? Okay, sure. Come back if you need anything. Slice the encryption on those cards. They change the codes regularly, so you'll have to use it pretty soon or not at all.